Hi guys, this is Sam here with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I am bringing you a comparison of all three sizes of the toiletry pouch from Louis Vuitton. So the toiletry 15, the 19, and the 26. So first I'm going to start out with showing you guys all three. Then I'm going to show you size comparisons between all three, and then I'm going to tell you which is my favorite to actually use as a toiletry pouch, and then what I would consider using the other two sizes for. Of course, if you like any sort of luxury reviews, if you like luxury unboxings, luxury hauls, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell if you want to get notified every time I upload a new video, which I'm hoping to make at least once a week. I know I've been slacking a little bit, but international travel, unexpected moving of apartments, and planning a wedding have led to a little bit of a backup in my YouTube content, which is unfortunate because I love to film these and love to get these edited. Sometimes it's just the last thing on my list, and it's, you know, YouTube or sleep, and I'm not gonna lie, I love to sleep. So let's get started. And first I'm gonna go biggest to smallest. So first is the biggest, which is in this dust bag. So I was lucky enough to pick up all these pieces in Switzerland. I know they are really hard to find right now, actually from Louis Vuitton. My advice would be, number one, to look on the Preloved market, especially the Japanese resellers, if you're willing to have a little more vintage piece with a little bit of wear. And if you are looking to buy a brand new piece, I would say keep refreshing the Louis Vuitton website. Make a good relationship with a sales associate, which I think are now client advisors, so a CA, not an SA. And that's probably your best bet. These are really, really expensive right now on Fashion File. I know that the Toiletry 26 I've seen on there has been like $600 to $700, which is a lot of money. So let's get into me explaining to you what this piece is. So I did write down measurements. I did not memorize them, so I'm going to have to look at them. So for this one, you have the base, which is 9.75 inches. You have the height, which is 7.75 inches. And the depth is 2 inches. The depth on every single toiletry pouch is actually 2 inches. So the 19, the 15, same as the 26, all 2 inches. So your main difference is going to be height and width, your base length. So for all the pieces, they are one continuous piece of canvas. So you are going to have, you know, on one side, you're gonna have the LVs going the right way, and on one side, you're gonna have the LVs going the wrong way. That does not mean your piece is inauthentic. Actually, that means it's most of the time an authentic piece because there's no seam, at least not on the bottom in these toiletry pouches. This toiletry pouch, again, is the 26. It does have your gold, standard gold hardware that Louis Vuitton uses right there. And this one is made in France. So as you guys can see on the little tab right there, it says made in France. My other two are actually not made in France. I do not care if a piece is made in France or not. I know a lot of people do. For me, that's not a deal breaker. Actually, my only pieces that have had problems have been made in France. So I don't know if that means I should stay away from made in France, if I'm jinxed, but it does not bother me either way. These bags, or I guess I should say pouches, they are toiletry pouches, are very nice. They are lined with a cleanable material on the inside. So as you guys can see, it is like this light leather-ish color. It is a wipeable interior. They do come with their little care cards telling you that these are coated fabric and all of that. I don't know if that's gonna focus. If you are looking for a date code in a bag, say you don't buy one straight from Louis Vuitton and you're trying to have it authenticated, they are what I would consider a blind stamp. They are not a separate leather tag. They are actually just stamped onto the inside. Let's see if I hear it. It's gonna be very hard to see it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to. Stamped on the inside right there of these bags. They are you know, different date codes, and a date code does not necessarily mean it's authentic. It's just one way to help in the authentication process. I always get mine professionally authenticated. I do own a lot of Louis Vuitton, and I can basically tell as soon as I feel it, but who does not like to be 100% sure, especially on something that is so expensive and it costs you $20. So totally something I would recommend you doing. I actually have a whole blog post about different authentication services, which I'll link down below. My personal favorite is Real Authentication. They're the fastest and easiest because you literally just upload pictures from your phone, and that's right up my alley. So this is the 26. Next, we have my very full 19, which is the one I'm currently using in my bag. Same features again, just this one is actually made in Spain. And obviously it's a different size. So again, 2 inches in depth. For your base measurement, it's 7.25 inches, and the height is 5.5 inches. I've also seen a measurement, I don't know whose measurements I should trust. Louis Vuittons are fashion file, that it's 5.75 inches, but around 5.5 inches for this little guy. This is the 19. And lastly, you have the little baby, and this is the 15. Again, 2 inches, but much smaller. So your height is 4 inches and your base is 5.75 inches. So this is the 15, which I think is a little misleading considering this is the 19, and you would expect with there only being 4 number differences between the 15 and the 19, they'd be much more similar in size. So you guys can see the 19 and the 15 are very different in size. The 15 is much smaller. Again, they are the same. It's not gonna be as easy to see, but they are the same on the sides. They're both 2 inches in diameter. For me, I find the 19 to be a little more useful than the 15 because the 15 is so small. Then you bring in the big guy, which is the 26. So let's do the 26 and the 19. Again, big size difference. Big size difference. And then if we do the 26 and the 15, you'll really see the difference here. Very small. But again, we still have the same depth. This is definitely something to keep in mind, that when they get bigger, they don't necessarily get wider. So for me, the one I use the most and would most recommend, especially if you're using it as a toiletry, is the 19. This guy is so useful. It fits in most bags, and it's obviously not gonna go in a very, very mini bag, but honestly, neither would the 15 in my opinion, because the 15 is gonna take up your entire mini bag and you're not gonna have space for anything else. So the 19, best for toiletry size in my opinion. I kind of use it currently as a, more like what I would need in my carry-on bag for when I travel, since I do spend a good majority of my life on an airplane. So I am always hurting myself, so I've got Band-Aids in here. I have little toothpicks because whenever I'm eating on a plane, I always get stuff stuck in my teeth. I have in here is a little flashlight from Marriott because I have some sort of Marriott status, whatever it is, and I'm always getting random presents in my hotel room. I have an extra hair thing because you can never have too many hair things. I have part of my chargers, so all my chargers are not in here currently, but normally when I do travel, all the chargers go in the bag. And then I do have some other various medicine stuff in here that you guys don't need to see, but it's literally like a little first aid kit / charger catch-all. It's amazing. You could definitely get a pen in here if you were worried about a pen exploding in your carry-on or in your bag, and you wouldn't mind if it exploded in here because you could try to clean this. So this one is definitely my favorite of them, especially as a toiletry. I think the 15 is adorable. I think if you're a mini bag person, a lot of the times this would be great, but that's not me. I spend most time with a giant GM, whatever, a Neverfull, a Totally, the Givenchy Antigona medium. I'm a big bag person. I'm 5'10". I have not used this. I don't think I'll use this. I actually am selling this little guy. I just think he's a little too small for me and my life. You could still fit a lot of stuff in here. You could definitely make this into holding all your chargers. You could definitely make it into a little or first aid kit. I still think it would hold a pen. It's just a little too small for me, and I really like the 19. And then lastly is the 26. So I never bought the 26 intending it to be a toiletry pouch. I fully plan on using this as a clutch. There are a lot of really cool organizers you can buy that actually allow you to make this bag have a strap and allow you to wear it as a crossbody or as a shoulder bag. And so that is what I plan on doing with this. I plan on using this solely as a clutch. It would solidly hold my wallet. It would actually hold the Toiletry 19 in there as well. So that's what I plan on doing for this. I think this is really big as a toiletry bag, and the problem is it's not deep enough for a lot of makeup and a lot of things you'd want to put in here if you needed a toiletry bag this big. If I was gonna actually have a toiletry bag to hold my makeup, I'd use the trousseau, which I think is how you say it. I do have the 23 in that. I put it in my, what I use when I travel, luxury edition, and I love that piece. I use it all the time. It literally holds all my makeup and my toothbrush and my hair, so it literally holds everything. So this will be more of a clutch for me than anything else. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my comparison video. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure to leave them down below in the comments section. I love to respond to them and answer your guys' comments, so let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for tuning into my video, and if you want to see how I style these pieces, ooh, that was a struggle, please make sure to follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, which I have linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.